We saw the most shocking thing ever in Pep Guardiola's behavior. Pep Guardiola is such a maverick, or I don't know, man. The guy's obsessed to the point of inflicting injuries on himself.
When you break the lapses, when you break the lines of football, you pay the price for it.
Football Banter.
Episode again of Football Banter. And I'm super pumped and super excited because today promises to be an amazing session with my guys, and we'll be bringing to you, as always. We always have a way of drawing out banter from every topic, and it also presents you an opportunity to be part of the banter. Okay, so moving forward, we'll be taking a look at the matches played in the Champions League, and it was an eventful night, or rather an eventful 2 days, and we saw the most shocking thing ever in Pep Guardiola's behavior. And that was shocking to me because Pep Guardiola is such a maverick, or I don't know, man. The guy's obsessed
with football
to the point of, inflicting injuries on himself. What? Coach, what do you say about? So the last time we said something about Pep Guardiola being an institution and Don Carlo being a professor, and Coach had a different opinion, but we've seen it over time that indeed Guardiola is an institution. Just quoting Anslot said something. He said he wouldn't be surprised if Guardiola comes up with something genius. Besides, as football is today, it's Guardiola's idea. In fact, everybody's playing Guardiola's football. The fullback inversion into the midfield and the back playing six, all those are Guardiola's invention. So something is, I think Guardiola is someone who is not just okay with just playing football. He wants to do something. He wants to create more. So at this point, I don't know, because seeing a coach with that much energy, trying to think of I was baffled, man. To go to the extent of inflicting, yourself with such injuries. Coach, what's your take on that, actually?
Well, when it doesn't work, you need to look for a means to make it work. Guardiola is good for that, and like you said, that modern days football, I want you to understand that those things have been there ever since. We didn't have the media position. We didn't have the media, to actually make it open to the world. Now the world is, a multimedia world. You can find those things everywhere. I said it in the last event that they now know Guardiola, and it's high time he brings in some flexibility in his tactics so that they can see a different approach from him. Winning Feyenoord 3-0 and end up drawing the match 3-3, it can only speak for him being an institution, like you said, and he needs a prof that will actually come onto the board and then brings in the mathematics to see that institution gets going and to see more children coming in to attend lectures. So, I will say sorry to Guardiola because even it didn't go well. And like I said, football, when you break the lapses, when you break the lines of football, you pay the price for it. If you play football without an attacker, you end up losing the game. You blame yourself. If you play football that your team is being built around a single player, once you lose, you end up blaming yourself. It will work for a while, but it will never work forever because it's football and football is round.
Okay,
that's it.
Okay, so Ibuka, what's your take on what's going on with Guardiola right now? Do you think?
Well, like you said, and like as what I said, he will come up with a plan. We know that, and we also saw. Look, if you look at that game against Feyenoord, I feel everything that happened in that last 15 minutes of madness was because of Man City's players' incompetencies. To me, Guardiola had a fine game. His tactics on point. He did a lot of things right. They were winning 3-0
comfortably, just
for you guys to hold your defense.
True.
Hold your defense and let's win a game. It's been long. Come on, the goalkeeper, the defenders, all. That's why I said, yes, Guardiola is good, but no matter the coach, you need. I said it's not only Rodri that is the issue. I mentioned that Rodri is a big issue. In the issues, Rodri is maybe 60%. Then the other 40%, other
And
players.
the quality of the players he has at his disposal.
You won't tell me that there will be a Ruben Diaz in that defense and they'll concede 3 goals in 15 minutes. No, it cannot happen. So I felt the players actually they disappointed Guardiola. Let me use that word. It was so bad. They failed him, and it's really hard on him right now. So
okay, the one more minute here. Let me. I want to highlight something here. He said he doesn't think if there was a Ruben Diaz, last 3 Champions League when Madrid won in the semi-finals against
Man City.
Man City, similar thing happened. If you can remember, it was during the dying minute that Benzema had to net in 2 goals to qualify.
Rodrigo. Then Benzema netted the penalty.
Yeah,
in the extra time.
Okay. So it was 3-1. I think so.
Yes,
you understand?
3-1.
So what I'm saying is, even King,
You can have the best.
even King do more.
Yeah, you can have the
You
best
understand?
players and
The
still.
rich also cries. You get me? So what happens is, we have to be flexible in this thing. Like they always say in Pidgin, if they never blow final whistle, the game is still on.
Yeah. So it actually makes sense from what the angle coach is taking it, and that's the fact that there is been a Guardiola's tactic as it sees right now has gone to that peak, and so this is just a natural decline.
Yeah, he's facing a diminishing
This
return.
is not
But
just a
to be
natural
honest,
decline.
he faces all this almost every season. His tactics do change every season. If you notice, when he won the treble with Manchester City, that was 2023, 2022, it was Australia here. So when he won the Champions League, Manchester City, he played with John Stones in the midfield. Also, remember, and then last season he didn't use John Stones again because it was not actually working anymore. So he's always
He's flexible.
Yeah.
He
It's
has
just that this year it happened to be very bad because
And
it
another
didn't just happen like it happened with a lot of injuries and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So I get that part. And do you have anything to say about?
I think Guardiola shouldn't be disrespected.
No, far from that.
No, a lot of people have been saying.
Far from that.
saying
Those
stuff.
people don't know
A
football.
lot of people have been saying stuff, and I see. There's time for everything. There's time to win, and there's time to lose.
Of course.
So, it's how you manage your time.
The losses, yeah.
The losses and the lessons you learn from each losses that you will use in helping yourself going forward. The game last was it on Tuesday? I think on Tuesday they were supposed to win that game.
Yes.
That's the truth. They were supposed to win that game. I don't just know what happened. And then the injuries, you should know Pep by now.
That means his passion. He's very
that's
dramatic
his passion.
and
His reaction towards game is out of this world. So
intense is the word.
they will get back.
All right. The one that should be talked about.
Liverpool
Liverpool
and
and the White House,
No.
the Galactico,
To
the
me-
formula failed.
No. If you say the formula failed there, you're making a mistake. The formula, like I said, if referee never blow final whistle, the game is still on.
What game is on?
the game is off.
Madrid. What I'm saying is,
You're
the
almost
Champions League-
eliminated.
The champion. I cannot be eliminated.
Okay,
And I
okay.
bet you guys, I'm going into the second round of the Champions League, and I'll
Okay.
find myself
Good luck.
in the semi-finals of the
Who are you
Champions
going
League.
to beat?
Finals.
Wow.
Who are you going to beat?
I don't need to tell you who I'm going to beat. Just watch the game. Like I said, it's bad. It's bad for Madrid now because I said it earlier when I was talking about Coach Pep Guardiola. See, footballer, you see this ball, like you see it here, it's so round that it needs not to be compressed or flattened. By the time you do that, it's no more football. Permit me, let me come in. Let me just give a critical point here. If you play football without a striker, you end up having some loopholes. You end up having some mischiefs.
Coach.
You end up having some...
Coach, hold on. No, you continue your point,
Yeah.
but I want to say something. On this show, I said Madrid has a problem and Madrid needs a striker. And you argued that Madrid has a striker.
No, I'm saying that we have one.
Who?
And we still have one.
Hendrick.
Hendrick.
Who is
Hendrick came
Hendrick?
in. No, see. Why was he bought? What position does he play?
In my opinion,
No, come down.
you need to
I'm
send
coming,
Hendrick
I'm
on
coming,
loan to
I'm coming.
Southampton.
Listen to me. I'm coming. This guy came into Madrid. He had
That is level.
That's his level.
Let me go ahead now.
Okay, go on.
He came into Madrid. He was signed to Madrid as a striker.
Okay.
He was not signed as a winger.
Okay.
Mbappe was signed as a winger. Mbappe was not signed as a striker.
Okay.
You get me? Now we are mixing up things. This guy his run was good. But because he had one bad match, you get me? This is where I criticize Ancelotti. Because he had one bad match, he was put on the bench. The match against Lille. You remember, he came in against one team like that. We played against one club like that. He came in, he scored a goal.
Frankfurt.
No.
First game now.
No, I'm in the league.
In the league, your first game in La
He came
Liga.
and he scored.
No,
you
no,
understand?
second game.
Mbappe has had too many bad runs, but yet they keep putting him
Big
because
money.
of the money.
Big money.
That's why I criticize this thing. You understand? It's Madrid, it's my club. But when things begin to go wrong, I point it out. I'm not like Ebukaye that Messi will not be there. He will say he has to be there. I say how it is. If they care, they take it. They care, they don't take it. I will say it. And now, listen to me. Secondly, coming again to the same issue. You know, that's why I told you, if Madrid is wise, even yesterday I dropped it on our Madrid page, that the only person that can save us now, Madrid, from this situation is going for who? For Osimhen. Osimhen is free. Go for him. He's capable. He has all the material we need. As a striker, rather than using two wingers, artificial attacker, trying to make them... they are not strikers. If you are not a born striker, you're not a born striker. You end up killing the team.
Okay.
You get me?
So
that's what we are suffering from.
So, Wizzy, looking at Liverpool right now with their fine run of form, with the slot machine, do you think Liverpool could do a treble this season? Because they're sitting on top of the Champions League, sitting on top of the Premier League. Do you think they can go all the way?
There is a saying that the race is not to the swift.
So Liverpool is swift now, but they're not strong.
Of course, they have been swift. I think it's possible. It's football. It's very possible. But a lot of things can happen along the line.
But from the way they play and the way it stands, do you
It's
think there's
just-
anything stopping them now? Forget about the eventualities or the things we
I
cannot
think they are
account for.
unstoppable right now. They
Okay.
are unstoppable right now. The way they play, the way they...
Because
Yeah.
because if you look at the way they defended and attacked against Madrid, it was
Phenomenal.
amazing. Madrid did not find
They
themselves in the
dominated
game.
the game, actually.
Exactly.
Madrid was
They
playing like
dominated
one
the
League
game.
2 side.
Like Madrid, there was Madrid did not settle in the game
As in,
They didn't have time to settle.
because they didn't understand what was going on.
And so I like the fact that Liverpool take advantage of their home.
Yeah.
When you go to play in Anfield, you should be expecting a very hot environment.
the environment is always is intense. It's intense.
No, but let's
You
not
always get
forget,
that.
Madrid in the last 2009 and the last 8 games. I mean,
Yes.
Anfield,
No.
and they've beaten
No,
Liverpool.
we're
Anfield.
not ruling that. We're not talking about history right now. We're
I'm
talking
not
about this
yes,
season,
but
right?
going into the game, I knew that Madrid will not win. I knew that Madrid will not win. Because
It's difficult. You can't win the game with players.
Liverpool
like Mbappe
were
now.
actually looking
Mbappe will
for-
carry the ball. You want to dribble.
Don't blame- don't
you
blame-
not
Don't
even
blame.
got to mark.
See, the problem is
Coach,
see,
it's
the
Ancelotti.
coach.
No, it's not even
Ancelotti.
Coach. The problem of Real Madrid is not Mbappe. It's just that Mbappe happened to come to a club,
now it was
a
not
right
needed.
club at the wrong
wrong
time.
time, yeah.
That's why it's the
Basically,
problem.
everybody in Madrid is struggling. The only player in Madrid that has been doing so well is Vinicius Junior, and he's currently
No,
injured.
Rodrigo, not Vinicius. Rodrigo.
Rodrigo, okay.
Yeah, he's the most
But
outstanding player. even.
Vinicius too has
They
been outstanding.
They're going to give him
So
an hour
you-
this weekend, perhaps Sunday.
In my opinion, there was nothing wrong with Madrid. Madrid never
no.
needed Mbappe.
That's the point I'm talking. You cannot have a good house,
Okay, but it's now you're realizing it.
No, I've said it here too many times.
No, before
I've said it too many times.
Real
I'm
Madrid
saying-
signed Mbappe, you said, coach, when we started this show, you were like, but Madrid will sweep everybody.
No, but we
You
are
have the
sweeping.
formula.
And currently, you are even saying
They are
that
sweeping you out of the Champions League.
no,
Currently, you are
Until-
even
Do you
saying-
think you are going to win Atlanta in your next game?
Until then, trust me.
Okay.
Until then.
They are
Until
playing
then.
Atlanta.
There's one thing about Madrid fans.
Until then.
They have pride.
Not
Their
pride.
pride is too much.
Not
And
pride,
they
it's
don't- they don't-
confidence. It's
they- They don't
confidence.
tend to
It's not
see
pride.
the truth and the reality in front of them. Your team now is shit.
Coach,
Sorry to
coach,
use that
see,
word.
coach,
But it's
coach.
Your team right now, it's bad.
Coach,
Look,
in 10 seconds, do you think Madrid needs to fire Ancelotti?
ASAP.
No. Listen to me. Ancelotti is gone far to be fired. But if it continues, you'll be fired.
Do you think if he's fired now, he could redeem the season?
If he's fired, there's a possibility that he could redeem the season, but he's not to be fired.
No. We're looking at possibilities here. So if he's fired, who do you think will come to stable the ship of Madrid? And probably
Ancelotti cannot be fired yet. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Why? He's having a good comeback in La Liga.
He's having a good comeback. Okay.
Yeah. And secondly, he might justify that he has too many injuries. But that's, to me, it's no
You
justification.
have Mbappe.
No. Mbappe is, see, like Wizzy said, if I were Mbappe, I wouldn't have come to Madrid. Do you know why? Because you cannot come in a team that just won everything a season before. You get me? And then you expect to come and change things. What do you want to change? It's like I was saying before you came in. It's like having a fine house, the roofs are intact, and then you go to patch the roof where there's no hole there, it's not leaking.
And it's so sad that it's right now that they are actually realizing it.
No.
It's becoming obvious.
I said it before.
Mbappe's transfer to Madrid was never scary.
I said it before.
It was
But
not.
his transfer was due to the money making.
Yes,
The money
which they
making,
achieved
understand?
that part.
And
the fame.
it's good. And you heard the other guy the other day, the equipment director of Madrid. He threw something in the forum there that it's better that goals have been achieved, and if football is no longer football, then we can part ways.
Can move ahead. Okay.
You get
All
me?
right. So
that thing was directed to Mbappe.
So just to move on from Madrid now, looking at Liverpool's next opponent, Man City. Do you think Pep Guardiola could do something against the slot machine?
To me, I feel Man City will not win the game, but all I want to see is Man City playing a very good game. Like,
so what benefit it will be if
no.
Man City does not win the game?
Listen.
Dewine, Pep Guardiola can do something. The problem currently is the players. Can they perform? Can they deliver when the coach needs them the most? That's the problem. Because if you check the previous games, it's not that Man City has been playing so bad.
But exactly, they having a good game.
They've not been playing so bad.
They're not playing bad. I'm talking about their defending. Their defending have been so poor
Okay.
in recent time. And to me, I don't think they can win Liverpool. Anything can happen in football. Fine. If they win, it will be fantastic.
Well, it will be.
But the thing is, I want to see them. I want to see them defend well. Even if there's sometimes you play a game, you defend well, but maybe just a moment of individual brilliance from the other team and then they can score or something. If they can defend well and show a little bit of sign that going forward in the next games, they can actually get what
results.
they're doing and then get results.
So me on this, you see, coaches at times they are fair play minded.
Okay.
And that fair play minded people outside see it being cunning. You see, Slot saying that Guardiola will come out with something.
Okay.
It's a mind game.
All right.
You understand? It's a mind game. And he's simply trying to say, Guardiola, those players, like Wizzy said, those players, they have been there. You get me? They have been there. They know what to do. You understand? But the problem is the Oga Kwata Kwata that has to do that thing is no more there. So it becomes difficult for them to settle. Because it's like you kill the army general in the battlefield. What happens with the troops?
Command.
There's no more command. So everybody is running head skater.
Okay. So
let me to add with what he said, or to add with what Ebuka said.
Okay.
I for the game between Liverpool and Man City, I think the best thing for Man City to do is to ensure that their defense is solid. Because if you check the game between City and Southampton were very clinical. It's just that they had to make so many errors. Liverpool and Southampton. So just imagine a Liverpool and a City game.
Ebuka, one more thing, Dewine. We must understand that the best form to defend is to attack.
Okay.
You get me? In football, the best form to defend is to attack.
But you need
because
to
if you attack, let me come why.
Okay.
If you attack, you keep the opponent from getting into your zone. So that's the best form to defend. That's why that's the logic in it. When you hear a coach tells you the best form to defend is to attack, it means keep the
can
opponent
you attack
in their
for 90
place.
minutes?
No. What happens to attack? There are two phases of attack. There's attack for goal scoring and there's attack for ball conservation. You get me? That's you keep rotating the ball because they say he who has the ball dictates the pace of the game.
Yeah.
You get me? And then secondly, he who has the ball pushes the opponent to fatigue.
Yeah, coach. So that means we're actually saying the same thing. Now, their form of, we all know massive form of attack is holding.
He's holding the ball, yeah, keeping the ball.
So, and they have been failing on that. They lose the possession in the wrong spaces.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying that, because
That is
the
it.
Oga Pata that can do
So that
that.
I'm trying to say that if they
So that's
actually
it.
show us, a
So
side
if you
that
say they should block their, if you see their defense, if they see their defense,
the better.
if you see their defense, if you're a team and you try to seal your defense, you are inviting a Pep
You are inviting
Guardiola.
goal.
You're inviting a Pep Guardiola to break it.
Yeah.
You get me? But
Okay.
if you're a team, you decide to attack, you're inviting a Pep Guardiola. Let's play on a 50-50. You get the
Yeah.
ball, I go for it. I get the ball, you come for it. And by the end of it, maybe the game will end perhaps 0-0 or perhaps 1-0 different.
What's your favorite?
All right, so moving on, we can't end the show without talking about.
Arsenal fans.
Yeah. Okay. Gyökeres. Man, I didn't know that guy could be that silent.
Wow. Wisdom. I don't know who can actually take this. Who can actually take a picture for this moment? I don't know. Let's look at the camera and like. All I would say is hold this moment, because it might actually be the only trophy that Arsenal will win this season.
Oh wow. Wow. Well. If there's something you have to that's in your face that you have to accept is the fact that there is a steal about Arsenal, the way Arsenal plays.
No, you
right
guys
now.
are good. You know one thing about Arteta's Arsenal? They play the right football at the right time.
Yeah.
Though it has recently it's not for them because of some
But-
certain
but-
players that were out.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
so-
if you observe, the reason why this has not, yielded a major trophy yet is because, in the EPL, Guardiola, Man City, they, in their elements, and we should have, been in the pole positions for, at least where Liverpool is right now should have been Arsenal's spot, if not for the injuries and certain bad decisions that went against us. Now, why am I making that point? You could see that just with Odegaard coming back, we are back to where we were.
Now you understand why Rodri
Yeah.
is inflicting that pain.
Yes, I do understand. That's why,
But to
I
me,
was not.
Arsenal actually even managed better than
Yes, we
Manchester
managed
City.
we managed because we've been there before with Saliba during the first season. Arsenal came second. We were there and we saw it was so glaring.
Yes.
Our season collapsed when Saliba was out. So we learned that lesson. So we tried to manage the game, but you could see there is something Odegaard brings to the game. That's fluid creativity, that's subtleness, and you can see the magic happening.
Guy, leave that talk.
5-1.
Leave
I
that,
want to
leave
ask,
that
I want to
talk.
ask
Leave
one
that
question,
talk.
though.
Leave that
Do you
talk.
think if Amorim were to be like if he was the manager
The coach of Sporting, the result would have been the same. Maybe not much goals, but the result would have been the same. Yes.
No. See, there's something.
Do you think
there's something,
so?
Yes.
There's something in football.
Yes.
You see what Ancelotti Slot did in that interview. He says Guardiola will come up with something different. That's what the Sporting CP coach, Amorim's deputy, was supposed to have done. He went on media and he said rubbish.
He said rubbish.
I mean, total rubbish.
After winning 6-0,
you get
said,
me?
You said
So
that was training for Arsenal.
What can he say about the 5-1 now? I keep saying
Arsenal almost giving back the 6 goals.
I keep saying that. No, it totally is 6 goals. The 6 goals they scored is the same 6 goals it was in the game.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, karma has its way it comes. Karma has its own way it comes. When you run your mouth too much,
Don't brag.
karma go come. Be humble.
Yeah, be
you
humble.
get me? And you see, that's why Arsenal decided to humble the guy.
So, coach-
you saw him. That's the way he was on his.
Yeah, man, the guy could not.
That's
Even
it.
when they
Because
put one back,
you went
he was
and
not.
you were talking. Your boss just left for a league. That a club in that league is coming
And
to
knowing
play
that
against
he
you.
does not even have an
And
experience
knowing that,
playing against a top club like Arsenal.
You get me?
Yeah.
And knowing fully that even though your boss won Man City 4-0 before going, you were
4-1.
not at the helms of affairs.
Yes.
And you went out, out busting.
No, he won 6-0 now, so that's enough.
Well, what 6-0? Which club you play with 6-0?
That's the one they are training before.
Before this escapes me, I was going to point out something.
Yes, humble.
No, about the humility part. Okay, so I was going to ask coach that it's still around
It's still
okay, good,
Mbappe?
okay, yeah, I got it now. What's your assessment of Gyökeres' performance in that match? Do you think because he was caged, no doubt I saw some brilliance, in what he can do, and I think he's a very good attacker. but he was caged, and he was so caged. Do you think he can survive in the EPL?
He can.
You can't. In the
You
right
can't.
team.
Do you know?
And with the right boss.
Not even the right team. See, this guy. He had no distractor factors around him. What makes some of those strikers prolific is because they have distractors around them.
Yeah.
Those who are brilliant.
Trincao was not enough.
Like for example, look a team like Arsenal. No, let's look like a team like Man City. Man City. I want to look for a team
That has a points man.
Yeah, that has a point man. You understand? That point man is clinical because those around him act as distraction factors.
Okay.
You understand? But now he is the only icon. He finds it difficult. Just like you have a certain, let's say, a certain Lautaro Martinez in Inter. You understand? And there's no. Definitely he will be caged. It's the same thing that happened. We saw Osimhen, just that Osimhen has, a horsepower in him or a lion power in him, whatever power you can call, that once he moves on it, once he's on a run, on motion, anything he finds along his way, he grinds it out and move. You understand? But Gyökeres, he's what?
Do you feel he's a soft, like, Ibuka? Do you think Gyökeres is too soft for the EPL?
It's not soft.
He's not
Gyökeres is
soft.
not
Bro.
soft.
He's not soft.
The guy is okay physically.
Remember,
And he has speed.
He has speed.
remember,
Can run into spaces.
remember,
So the guy is actually clean. He's
players
not
coming
dangerous.
from that league, when they step in the EPL,
They do well.
they do well.
Yeah, true.
So those are the things we should,
Portuguese
yes,
league.
those are the things we should consider.
All right. So with that,
Now, so now no go talk about Chelsea. Well done.
Number one, who did Chelsea play against?
man.
Pronounce the name of the
Who
club
did
that
Chelsea play
I
against?
dare them.
you never know the
You are playing a league where most 80% of the teams them.
Okay,
Chelsea
guys.
qualified.
And we have qualified for the round of 16.
Chelsea qualified for the
Yes.
round of 16.
Okay.
Clap for Chelsea.
Congratulations, Chelsea.
I'm gonna give us our flowers.
All right, so with that, we'll bring the show to an end, and we addressed a lot of topics today. I would like to get your feel your pulse and get your feedback as well in the comment section. And who knows, you get a chance to come join us in the studio to banter on some of these topics. We'd like to have you in the studio, so leave your comments and would get any one of you to come and be a part of the banter here in the studios. Until then, it's bye-bye from I and the guys and the team. Ciao, ciao. Do have a pleasant weekend, and make sure to subscribe, turn on the post notification, and share this video.
Comments.
Bye-bye.
Football Banter.